Opting for the 5-iron. Not bad. This putt will move them to 3 under par. Oh, what a shame it didn't drop, but that looked good the whole way. Oh, I don't mind this par putt. And down it goes. He's currently tied for third. The fifth at TPC Southwind is a long par 4 measuring 485 yards. It requires a good strong drive to avoid the bunker on the left and then an accurate approach into this green. That's heading for the fairway. Going with the hybrid. Good shot there. A lot on the line here. This putt for a share of top spot. Ooh. And this putt to move into a tie for second. And tapping it in for par. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. The strategy at the sixth here at TPC Southwind on this par 4, measuring just under 450 yards from the tips, is to position your drive from the tee to give a clear shot into this green. This one's looking good off the tee. That should find the short stuff. Opting for the 9-iron. Well, got some sort of streak going on here. Greens in regulation. What a statistic.
I tell you, you just dream about days like today. Greens in regulation, spot on all day. Awesome.
He's currently in a share of top spot.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
The seventh at TPC Southwind is a strong par 4 measuring 482 yards from the back tee. A big clump of trees on the left and the one on the right is to be avoided off the tee. Also, a good angle to attack this green is from the left half of this fairway with a huge greenside tree that also affects any poor approaches. Left nothing in the tank on that one. That was pummeled. Lining up from around 160 yards. Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. That's an absolute ripper. What a shot.
Made birdie on the last. Looking for a second in a row here.
Well hold. Let's move on. Currently at -3 for the event. The 8th hole at TPC Southwind is a really nice short par 3 measuring just 164 yards. This green has been recently contoured, so accuracy or distance control off the tee is paramount. Looks to be going with the 6-iron. Well played.
He's already had a few birdies today. This for another. Looking great now.
Well, this would be a good one to make. It's for par. Job done. Let's head to the next. He's currently tied for first. The finishing hole on the front nine here at TPC Southwind plays downhill towards a dogleg right. There's a big body of water, the short front left of this green, so make sure you've got enough club to reach the surface. Sitting at -3, currently tied for first place. And choosing the 8-iron here. Look at the line on this one. Get in the hole. Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me. Always nice to hold those for a birdie. And that will take him to 4 under. Here we go, Rich. In the lead, late in the championship. It's exciting.
Yeah, no time to start thinking about that lead, Luke. They got to keep their head down and keep going forward. Cannot think about that lead or people will pass them.
That looks to be a fairway finder to me. Second shot here on the 10th hole. Going with the 9-iron, I think. Well, that's well played and sets up a good birdie look here at the 10th.
Almost a gimme birdie there, Luke. Fantastic.
And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that.
The play so far has been stellar, increasing the lead, Luke, but can they maintain it? Let's find out.
Choosing the 9-iron here. Wonderfully played. Trying to get to 6 under now with this putt.
Good stuff today, especially the short game has been really sharp today.
Okay, steady now. Okay, that hole's behind you now. Now 2 shots up after that one. The par 4 12th. There's only a short one measuring 406 yards from the tips. But you need to be very accurate off the tee. Avoid that huge water hazard to the right, and that'll give you the best angle into this green. Any drive that's pushed left will make it a difficult approach, and be wary. There's water over the back of this green, which you can't see. You like that, didn't you? Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie. It's got a chance. He's making this look easy. Keeps surging ahead. And that will move him to 6 under par. The par 4 13th at TPC Southwind plays uphill and 472 yards. Dustin Johnson once hit a drive here, 375 yards, which left just a flick wedge in. It set up a victory. Have you got the power in the tank? That's what it's required to make a birdie. Playing from around 160 yards. Going with the 7.
Has got this thing dialed in here, looking good.
Well, that's beautifully judged.
Birdie at the last, this for another.
Just 10 feet to the cup here. This one has eyes for the hole. Ooh, a little bit of a rush of blood by the looks of it. Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here. And in it goes for the par. He sits in first position. The 14th at TPC Southwind is one of their signature holes. The par 3 that plays downhill considerably long, around 240 yards, is hit over a big body of water to the right. Fortune favours the brave here. If you need a birdie, go flag hunting. Otherwise, lay up to around 20 feet left. This putt to get to 7 under the card. Oh, that's frustrating. 5 feet coming up to the cup. This one's looking good. Good putt, that. And after that performance, they'll stay right where they are in the standings. Accuracy is required at the par 4 15th, just 395 yards off the tee. Players like to lay back to give them their right number into this green. And there's a little creek that meanders through the centre of the fairway here and up to the right side of the green. So make sure your approach is accurate. Oh, this one's right down the pipe. What an opportunity to make a birdie. And that putt will give them birdie number 6 on the day.
Yeah, we're just a slim lead coming down that stretch. Anything can happen.
Still in the lead now after that hole.
3 holes remaining, folks. Hang on to your hats. This is going to be a wild and woolly finish. Absolutely tattooed that one.
The final par 5 at TPC Southwind is a good one. Up the hill, Rich, and a chance to get there in 2.
Second shot back up the hill at 16. Bunkers on the front left and back right of this green could pose some problems. However, this hole generally plays the easiest on the golf course. Go ahead, take it on the flagstick with your seconds.
Well, this is exciting. A putt for an eagle. That was a gallant attempt. Just 4 feet remaining between him and the hole. And mark it down. That's birdie number 7 on the scorecard. And that will take him to 8 under. Our leader is up by 4 shots now.
2 holes to go, Luke. I know who I like.
Not a bad line, this one. Well, to become the champion at TPC Southwind, you need to hit some big shots down the stretch, and there's none tougher than this approach into 17.
The green sits just below the player, flanked by bunkers both right and left. The green is long and narrow and does generally move from right to left. All in all, one of the most difficult approaches on this golf course.
John, have you got a read on this one?
Looking like 22 feet to the hole from here, guys.
Well, you're going to be hard to catch now if you keep making putts like that. Leading by 5 shots after that. Well, the finishing hole at TPC Southwind is an absolute beauty. There's been some heroic moments like hole-out eagles, and there's been triple bogeys that have cost championships. Your job is to get the ball safely into the fairway here. If you're not a long driver, don't take on the corner. But if you can, it'll leave you just a short iron in, a chance to seal the victory with a birdie. After a very consistent run of play over the last half a dozen starts or so, Rich, this player's coming with a whole heap of confidence, and they look to me to be one of the players to beat. Do you agree?
We've seen this player time and time again contend for tournaments, and it is no surprise to see him doing it once again this week. It is so fun watching this player. They're in top form.
Lining up here for a chance to win the tournament. What a putt to make. And there you have it, the winner of the WGC FedEx St.Jude Invitational. What a win this one is.
And a hard-fought win indeed. The winds were blowing all week, but this player outlasted the rest. I gotta say, gutsy performance all around. Great win.
And Rich, credit where credit's due. I think you picked this victory.
Well, even a blind squirrel gets an acorn every once in a while. No, listen, this player's been there all season long. They're just one of these rare players that is seemingly in contention every time they peg it up.
I'm Luke Elvin.